Hello, folks. Welcome to the Lo-Fi Lounge. Charlotte Muse and Patrick Daly, in which I Forgive the River. That's by Charlotte Muse. Grief and Horses by Patrick Daly.
Like Mountain, it's an old poem, but maybe I'll read it. Somewhere a mountain shoulders over a great plain. Animals cross it, only specks. A few decorative clouds, grasses, trees, and then the green, brown, white of the mountain. To travel far enough away to make the mountain disappear is to go to another place. A kind of love is pulled out of every watcher's eye. The mountain won't love you back, people say. To a man who lived in that country, dressing each morning in mountain colors, a time came when he thought he needed to be saved from looking at the mountain. Only rain forced his eyes away. He longed for loving kindness and for boundary, for what was small and would die before he did, for escape from the silent answer to his unshaped question. Who can put faith in rain? It's only water. But one morning, a drop on its way down is caught by a thorn and settles on that small claw. The man wandering notices. He gazes through the water drop, and there is the mountain, small and perfect in the prism of water. Everywhere there are mountains, trembling on the ends of pine needles and grass blades, moving as the hairs of animals move until heat comes to take the freshness. All this sparkling, not warm like love, but like singing. The man rejoices, though he's weary of the mountain and the space it takes up in his heart. I guess that was something about poetry or writing it or having an art that I'm sure that you understand.
Well, it's just like the little drop that contains the whole mountain. I guess what poets try to do, right? I mean, we only have words, and we only have so much space, and we're trying to capture a mountain. And it's just what you found in that poem is unique about poetry itself. Patrick, I see you thinking down there, man.
No, I think the poem is about love and the space it takes up in your heart, and it hadn't really occurred to me that it was about art, but it does seem to apply to love as well.
I think art is love, I think whatever art, making songs, making poems, making whatever, it's attention. And as I think it was someone said, Gurdjieff, attention is love.
Yeah.
Patrick, do you have a poem, a similar from this thing, from this book, that you feel is like a transformation style poem?
Another poem that's sort of about transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is this is another bird, but the tone is very, very different. Hen and pastry bag.
Oh yes.
And this is in the voice of the hen. And it was a gorgeous, beautiful hen. Hen and pastry bag. Glorious I am, my pyramid tail of flame and gold, my silk fine neck turnings. Beauty, gently as I wear it, is what I bring to the morning light. Stooping, inspecting, not that, but now this, with an opening. Delicious, delicious. Surely safe to put my head in. All this is the small work of the day, the great work. The sun in the tower of my tail, my neck turning and turning, the silk of me flowing and changing. So that's just a little lightweight poem, but I wanted to celebrate the beauty of the hen.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Amazon Alexa started talking to me. At first I thought it was the hen,
stretched out on imagination, racking with the need to grow. Competition of adolescence funneled, defining years of men pretending to be holy ghosts. Love rending you nerves exposed, curiouser and curiouser, till air seems too thick to fill you with any buoyancy other than that of a bobbing apple in a bucket. Your face is wet.
Welcome to the New Year's edition. And it's hard to do because if you go through all the shows, there's a lot of things that are just so much fun. So thanks for sticking with the Lo-Fi Lounge, and we hope to see you soon.
Your love never leaves. It's all around me like a gentle breeze. If I'm smiling,
Welcome, friends, to Lo-Fi Lounge. Today, we are especially honored because John Andrews, our friend John Andrews, has just turned out a new album, and we get a chance to talk about it today. So, welcome, John. Thanks for being here,
Thank you,
man.
Chris. Thanks for having me. It's called Take It From the Top. It's called
When-
Time on Hand.
Time on hand.
inside this suit of armor, there's more than sweat and dust. Banker, he counts the money. Beggar, he has to trust. I felt the sunlight pouring in a little room upstairs. He felt the tribes roaring. His heart could not bear. Just look into his eyes if you dare. And what can I do with this time on hand? Holes in my shoes, salt on my land. I feel the sunlight play. There's love inside this house, but I feel a cold chill yearning for what is lost and can't be found. And what can I do with this time on hand? Holes in my shoes, salt on my land. How's I supposed to know? But then again, maybe always know. What can I do with this time on hand? Holes in my shoes, salt on my land. What can I do with all that I command? Gold in my tooth, blood on my hand.
Whoa. That's a fantastic song, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like when things are the car that doesn't make the corner, you know, when you're worried about it. There's that scene in that movie Swingers where the guy says, "You know that guy in the movie everyone likes? Don't be that guy." You know, make people worried about you, right? Be NC-17, not PG-13.
welcome to Song Arc. This is a series that Chris and I have been doing where we take a number of songs and we find out the commonality of them.
So Mike Geegan over here picked the first song that we launched this arc from, and it's Feel a Whole Lot Better by the Byrds.
Too good.
Reason why I can't say I had to let you go and run away after what you did. I can't go on. Probably feel a whole lot better when you're gone. Oh, when you're gone.
Well, then I was thinking the next song would be a gentleman who was a huge Byrds fan growing up and who was heavily influenced by him. That would be Tom Petty. Yeah. And I remember hearing something where Roger McGuinn first heard Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers on the radio, and he's like, when did we record that song? Because he just thought it was so close to...
Where are my residuals?
Yeah.
Who were the Beatlettes? First of all, a little music history for those who weren't around in 1964. In February of 1964, UK group The Beatles made a big splash in America with their first live appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, a CBS network television program. That month, the Fab Four performed for 3 consecutive Sundays on The Sullivan Show. 2 performances were live, and 1 was pre-taped. After that, Beatlemania was born, and the group became the most popular band in the world. In addition to their Sullivan Show appearances, the band even managed to squeeze in a short East Coast American tour that included a closed-circuit telecast from Washington, D.C. It screened locally on a delayed basis Saturday and Sunday, March 14th and 15th, 1964, at the California Theater in downtown San Bernardino, California. In early 1964, Inland Empire concert promoter Bob Lewis was approached by a group of investors wanting to finance an appearance by the Beatles at the Swing Auditorium in San Bernardino. However, by that time, the 7,300 capacity Swing was considered too small of a venue to host an appearance by the Fab Four. So instead, Lewis and the Swing had to settle for staging a June 1964 concert by the then unknown Rolling Stones. Meanwhile, here in the Inland Empire, the teenage reaction to Beatlemania was almost instantaneous. Some boys began altering their hairstyles, if they thought they could get away with it, in defiance of the highly restrictive school dress codes of the day. At Inland Empire School, Colton High, the Beatlettes formed. They were an all-girl Beatles lip-sync tribute band that came together in early 1964. The group was made up of 3 sophomore class students and 1 junior class student. Linda Johnson, from the class of 1966, portrayed Beatles guitarist George Harrison. Her Colton High School activities included drill team and the junior class play. Janelle Layerly, class of 1966, mimicked drummer Ringo Starr. Like Johnson, she was also in the junior class play and drill team. Christine Perez, class of 1966, imitated bassist Paul McCartney. Perez was the 3rd Beatlette who was a member of the drill team. She also was in Y-Teens, which was a teenage version of the YWCA. And Betty Zane, class of 1965, impersonated guitarist John Lennon. Zane was a member of Orchesis, a dance group, and robed choir. The Beatlettes celebrated the Fab Four by pantomiming to the backing of recorded Beatles music tracks. One memorable appearance took place at a Colton High School assembly. It's probably safe to speculate that this performance was quite possibly witnessed by future music artist Jimmy Webb, Colton High class of 1964, and Jim Messina, Colton High class of 1965, who were both attending the school at the time. On April 1st, 1964, the Beatlettes were the subject of a front-page photo in the News of the Inland Empire section of the San Bernardino Sun newspaper. The text under the photo read, "We like Beatles," a quartet of teenage Colton girls who call themselves the Beatlettes have appeared on several local programs in which they pantomime songs the Beatles have recorded. The girls wearing "We Like Beatles" badges and holding 2 Beatle cakes baked by Christine Perez are, from left, Janelle Layerly, Betty Zane, Christine Perez, and Linda Johnson. The girls attend Colton High School. As a postscript, next-door neighbors Christine Perez and Betty Zane had one of their dreams come true in the summer of 1964. They obtained tickets for and attended the Beatles' historic first LA concert at the Hollywood Bowl on August 23, 1964.
Welcome, Jonathan. Miles away, but very, very close.
I have this sort of an OCD that says if it's started, I have to finish it at some point,
Right.
to get it out of the way before I can move on, and I'm not one of those people that can just go, oh, I can hear how that's going to be. So it's like, whether it's going to be good or bad, I can just kind of, okay, I'll pass that by. I'll let it go and go and move on to the next thing. So I had some of these things that I was working on this summer trying to finish up. We're sitting around since, 2 years, 3 years.
Sure.
And I was like, I started things and then I thought, oh, these are terrible, and then like a year later come back to it. It's like, oh, I could actually do something with that, and then start working on it. And then this summer when we were out in the countryside, I was like, I'm just going to finish all these songs. And there's about like 25 of these songs that are horrible. They're shitty songs.
After the driving closes and the people all go home, then the monsters can all come out in the privacy of their little lives. Yeah, they're outside shouting at everyone about some outdated morality. Meeting later in some dingy stall.
Hey, Boss Cat. Welcome to Lo-Fi Lounge.
I got a joke for you.
You had more jokes?
I write them.
That's true.
What do you call a guitar player without a girlfriend? Homeless.
All right.
What do you call a drummer in a three-piece suit? The Defendant.
Keep going.
What do you throw a drowning bass player?
No idea.
His amp. What's the difference between a large pizza and a folk singer?
The difference between a large pizza and a folk singer? Not so sure.
A large pizza can feed a family of 4. See you, DC.
Hey, it's Mike from The Dangers. I wanted to go over our latest album that we released. That was a song from that album called Imagination. The title track is called If Not For My True Love. Love song number 9. This was one that Maria has a Dan Electro electric 12-string, and she had just restrung it, but it needed some help. It had some intonation issues. But, still, when we recorded the drum track, I decided I want to use this because I want the other guys to hear this on this song. We weren't thinking anything beyond that. I just thought it's as cool as a toy. This is another guitar I'll just use. But it turns out it kind of took over the identity of the song.
Number 9.
Time.
Welcome to Patrick, Judy, and Rocky.
Hello.
Rocky and friends. Hey, man, you were just at Campin' number 9. And, since you're the, official Lo-Fi Lounge on the ground reporter, so I wanted to check in with you to see how everything went. How'd it go, Patrick, Judy?
It's great. Everything fell into place. Getting together and meeting in front of the 40 watt, and everybody's talking, just catching up. And as the line gets longer, you see more and more people, and
so that's almost like the first act. ate someplace.
Oh, world's best.
There you go.
We ate at World's Best Cafe.
Okay. Was it?
It was good, but at that time it was because I was pretty hungry.
World's Good restaurant.
In the arms of a creature in a little French cafe, on my oriental rug in your trashy lingerie, bored with the stories of brimstone and fire, atop your marble throne, you grimace at the choir. Oh, my gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, watch over my world, gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, watch over my world. Dancing with a hunchback all night at CBGB's, lying by the pool in a polka dot bikini, hair entangled snakes in your grin carved out of granite, living on the streets of New York, Rome, and Paris. Oh, my gargoyle girl, my gargoyle girl, my gargoyle girl, watch over my world, gargoyle girl, my gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, watch over my world. Born in the cellar of some poet's imagination, a horrible monster in some people's eyes. Sticking your tongue out at the whole congregation, flapping your wings above the city you fly, fly away, Willie. Gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, watch over my world, gargoyle girl, my gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, watch over my world. Dancing with the hunchback all night at CBGB, lying by the pool in a polka dot bikini, hair entangled snakes, your grin carved out of granite, living on the streets of New York, Rome, and Paris. Oh, my gargoyle girl, my gargoyle girl, gargoyle girl, watch over my world, my gargoyle girl, my gargoyle girl, my gargoyle girl, watch over my world, watch over my world, watch over my world.
And welcome to Brown Box. This is an offshoot of Dylan Box. If you notice, there's nothing written on the box, hence Brown Box.
Good title.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm Ryan, and
I'm Chris.
And the gist of this show is we're each going to kind of turn each other on to some music that we in our own personal collections that the other person either may not be so familiar with or may not be so hip to. So that's just really quick, kind of just what we're looking at.
Okay.
You want to go first, or?
No, it's have you go first.
All right, so let me pick out my pick here. So we have, okay, one of my other favorite Bobs. This is a record by Mr. Bob Pollard and his band, Guided by Voices. This album is Alien Lanes, and it's actually, this is the 25th year.
Oh.
Bob Pollard is a former elementary school teacher who was weekends. He was a rock and roll guy. He's recorded thousands of songs and never really thought of becoming a full-time musician until around the time of this record, a little before this record.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when, and he's been playing music ever since with either like this band or 20 other bands that he does. So with different people. I discovered this maybe about 20 years ago. I love it because it reminds me of side 2 of Abbey Road, where all the songs just kind of flow together. It's just one after the other. It's about 27 songs, and I think in about maybe in about a little less than 40 minutes. So I mean, you're getting like a lot of snippets and kind of like ideas.
Resonance territory there.
A little bit, yeah. But I mean, lo-fi. But the great thing to sell you on is the melody. Is this like the way this guy just writes these melodies? It sounds like, I think he said it like Beatles demos. I mean, it's a very like 60s sounding record, and that's what I love about this and a lot of his other albums. It's just it's amazing.
I didn't know his history. You know, I know about Guided by Voices, but I didn't know that he was no more a teacher. There's a lot of good rock and roll teachers.
Absolutely.
But and that he sort of just built his song momentum into this as a gig.
It was a guy, and everyone was telling him, like, you know, you're wasting your time with this band thing, and because he was spending money, he was taking out loans from the school credit union to press records, and then they weren't selling. So it was just like, you know, there's a record a couple before this one. It was like the last one, and his manager, you know, on the slide sent it to all these people, and they started calling him up, and then so it just became. It was the right time. You know, kind of mid '90s is when they, you know, kind of got noticed, and then a lot of other bands kind of, you know, gravitated towards it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I love it. It's an amazing record.
So you had heard the earlier albums, or you started with this?
I heard the earlier ones. The first one I heard was Isolation Drills, which was a 2000 release, which was incredibly polished. And the album before that one was produced by Rick Ocasek, and that one, as you can imagine, was incredibly polished. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this sounds good to me. Let's go check out some of their other stuff. So I went back to a record before this, some of their EPs, and eventually got to this, and I'm like, is this the same band? Like, is it because it was completely like this, the not only the fidelity of it, but like, you know, you're hearing like snatches of songs, you're hearing like just different ideas and different styles. But it's all him. It's all, you know, it's all like familiar. Yeah. This one, you know, I don't know why. I keep going back to it because it's like, you know, if you're gonna turn someone on to this band, it's not maybe the best record, but if you're a fan of 60s music, if you like the Beatles, if you like stuff like the Kinks, then this record is for you.
There you go.
Definitely.
Guided by Voices. That's a very good brown box recommendation.
Thank you.
Marie Marie, can they see? They